Hi, my name is Masa Garamani. I'm in your Pod 4391 Foundations of Emergency Management class, and I'm going to be doing my oral presentation on non-governmental organizations and their role in disaster today. So NGOs are made up of private citizens with no affiliation with the government of any nation other than the support from government sources in the form of financial or in-kind contributions. So it's not to say that NGOs are completely self-funded off donations or anything like that. They do receive government aid in some form. And NGOs are motivated by various causes. They range from religious groups to humanitarian values, and more recently, actually, the number of NGOs focusing on international humanitarian relief have grown exponentially. And these are NGOs that draw from a diverse range of skills, supplies, and people, and they're all so very different. But some characteristics that non-governmental organizations do have in common are that they value their independence and neutrality, which of course is a given. That's why they don't operate under any government of any nation or of any form. They want to be able to do what they want and not be regulated heavily. And they tend to be decentralized in their organizational structure, which is great. They are very committed and highly practice-oriented. So they do a lot of practice runs for disaster relief and things like that. Put simply, NGOs collaborate with first responders, governments at all levels, that's state, local, tribal, and federal, and other agencies and organizations, and they provide relief and services to sustain life, reduce physical and emotional stress, and promote recovery of disaster victims when assistance from other sources like the government is not available, because as we've seen before in disaster situations, it's not always as smooth as everyone wants it to be. The government and FEMA is being called upon so much. We do need more sources, and that's where NGOs come in. That's the role that they play. They address the unmet needs of individuals that government relief programs can't cover. So they're key players in national response, and they assist local, tribal, state, and federal governments in providing emergency food supplies, even counseling services. A lot of people have psychological problems after these disasters. They're in complete shock and have no idea what's going on, and this is a huge thing, and it's very unmet because people are just giving supplies like food and water that you can visibly see are necessary, but you don't really see what's going on in someone's head all the time. So they help coordinate with government organizations. They also coordinate with voluntary organizations active in disaster, also known as VOADs, and they develop plans to manage volunteer services and things like that. A good example of an NGO that most people will know is the Red Cross. So just in case for familiarity, this is the symbol of the Red Cross. Of course, everyone should know it. It was established back in 1919, and it's a disaster relief that focuses on meeting people's immediate emergency disaster cause needs. And Red Cross also feeds their emergency workers. They handle inquiries from concerned family members outside the disaster area, and they're great. Just like Doctors Without Borders, it's also a non-governmental organization. And without these organizations that are specialized in these kind of things, without Doctors Without Borders going to other countries and providing their services, a lot of people would be dead. Disaster relief would be severely discounted, would be a good word, discounted. For sure, without these non-governmental organizations. They really are key players in the disaster relief process.